Hey guys, welcome to the Premier League Punters show, week 5, taking a look at all 10 Premier League matches, rundown style, introducing big man on campus and Flash here. We're going to be with you all season long, and heading into week 5, I have to say, as a team, not doing so well at the moment, but that's okay. This is when it starts to get going, week 5. That's when you say, Flash, isn't it? Week 5 is when things start turning around and we make some money. I hope that's true.
It's always tough the first 6 weeks. It's normally up until the international break. I think we have actually this season, they've not actually slipped in a midweek game. Yeah, I mean, you can start seeing what teams to leave alone. A few of them have chanced their luck. This week is probably the last week where I'm just going to try and tread carefully, pick my spots, and then go into it after that. Because we've got a good run of matches now, right up to December.
Yeah, we do. We've got some good low-hanging fruit matches, which obviously we'll get onto. We'll see if those plays are avoiding. There's one upset as well, which good price, 4.5. I wonder if Big Man's going to take that one. But Big Man, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Natalie. I've never been one to shy away from the early weeks. My partner, Donnie Wrightshead, does that. I know Flash does it. I'm more of someone that likes to just start at the beginning, but I do think some points are made about obviously this year we have these qualifiers and you had the World Cup, you had all these different things going on. So yeah, I think a few weeks is never a bad thing. We see team like Burnley, they had to kind of get their legs back after Europa League as well, and that kind of new stuff. So yeah, I think right now it's kind of a good spot to jump in with 2 feet.
Yeah. Big shout out, Big Dick Donny. We've got Scott Fitzgerald here giving his play. My bet for this week, Chelsea versus Cardiff, over 3.5 goals at 2.5. Interesting. We'll get to all of those matches. Ergo Cotistic is here. Who else did I see? Barca Man, hello. Prognosticas Deportivo. Plenty of people here on the chat, and glad you be a part. Now, we've had a tough few weeks. We show our records, and it's all about improving from now on. Larry, if you can bring up our records of how we're doing right now, that would be great. Here we are, drum roll, minus 20.6 units of profit, boys.
Ooh.
Yeah. And here's the breakdown.
Heavy,
I know. There we go.
Just a great time to show this.
Flash is doing the best at minus 6.2. Me at minus 6.7.
Minus 6 is nothing, Nat. I was minus 34 last year at one stage.
Yes. No, I know you were in negative right up until the end, Flash, and then I think you came second.
Yeah,
so listen.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
listen.
we've
got to be honest.
Yeah, of course. And everyone asks us, and we're honest, we're transparent, we do our best, and if at the moment it's fading us, then fading us it is. But we put in our homework, and let's see if we can improve.
Now make sure when you mention the 7.6 units I'm down, make sure you mention the 50 I was up last year. So
yeah.
Don't.
Yeah. So let us commence. And I think best bet show, I think we're up slightly. I think just slightly. So it's a tough. And like Flash said,
is that when you're betting in them monkey leagues?
What?
Are you betting in them monkey leagues again?
Monkey leagues? Which one are those?
You know them like leagues that there's only like 3 or 4 teams in them. Is that what you mean? Your best bet show, is that including European
that's it. We do. It's the top 5 leagues. So also including Premier League, but we do like Liga, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Flash, you're doing a show with the lower leagues. What are you talking about?
Yeah, well, we're doing all right in that as it goes. Yeah, we'll tune into that.
Well, I tell you who did all right. We did all right in the Nations League, so that was a great one. I'm looking forward to them coming back round again. They were cracking. All right, guys, let us commence. Going to start with Tottenham versus Liverpool. Already got some plays for this one as well on the chat here. Both teams to score, and the over 2.5 goals. Is looking like the play. Both teams to score 1.5, over 2.5 goals, 1.68. Now, the only thing is obviously Tottenham have the home advantage. Liverpool have got a cracking defence this season, and it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Liverpool here, 2.5, Tottenham 2.9. And Larry, you can pick up the graphic there, and the draw 3.55, those odds with 10bet. Make sure to use our exclusive promo code SBR10bet or SBR10bet UK. Look at those graphics. Nice. Good job. All right. So Liverpool top of Premier League right now. I'm sure they don't want to let that lead go. And Spurs obviously come from a 2-1 Watford loss before the international break. Big man, start us off.
I hate to start off with a pass, but I'm going to do it. I don't have much on this one. Two good teams, two teams that I can't generally split. I don't want to bet against Liverpool. I think Tottenham are kind of a dark horse this year in the Premier League. They're a team that I think we all have to start paying attention to as well. This is a tough one. It's a pass for me. This is kind of one of the only passes I have this week. This is one of them.
Yeah, I think it's a really tough one as well. If you want to follow trend, over 2.5 goals. They met twice, obviously, last year. 2-2 at Liverpool, 4-1 at Spurs. Over could seem like a great play. But like I said, Liverpool really tightened up their defence. What do you like here, Flash?
No, I don't like anything. I'm going to go over pass as well. And pass is going to be my most popular thing this week, and I'll give my reasons why. And first of all, this pass is because I can see this being very, very tight, very cagey. Two defensive sides, or they're on top of their defensive capabilities. So I couldn't go. I couldn't even go with both teams to score. I couldn't go with overs. I mean, listen, we've seen it many times when these two meet, but I just think that these are going to match up, and the point with either side is decent. So I'm not going to go anywhere near it.
Yeah. A Brazilianaire. Can't see Tottenham winning. Can't see Liverpool winning. Possible a draw. Barca man, though, like that Liverpool team total over 1.5 goals at 1.95. But then Giorgio Maglagio is going for a Tottenham win to 0. It's a pass for me as well. I think there's a lot of outcomes for this match, but hoping for an entertaining one. Bournemouth versus Leicester. Bournemouth 2.45, Leicester 3.05, draw 3.45 odds with 10bet. On paper, Leicester should be the stronger side here. Obviously, Bournemouth winning their first home match to Cardiff 2-0, but then they drew Everton 2-2. Following trend, under 2.5 goals is a possible play for me. Flash, what do you like?
One of my few bets this week, and it's going to be both teams to score over 2.5. I don't think either of these teams can keep a clean sheet, whether you paid them and give them a double bonus. I mean, I'm not having either of these in defence, but they both go on their front foot as soon as they get the ball. So at 2.15, I think it is, both teams are scoring over 2.5.
Yeah, nice. Big Dick Donny, both teams to score Bournemouth match. Just also, we've got a new guy joining us from Twitter called The Mill. He'll be joining us at 5 p.m. Eastern time, just delivering his best plays. Wanted to give him a run in front of camera, see what he's got, and see if he can join Team Bankroll at some stage. So stay tuned for that. Alex will be on as well on that show. Big man, what do you like?
I agree with Flash. Over 2.5 here for me as well. I think both these teams are good attacking. Not great at keeping goals out. I think he's dead on the money. Neither can keep goals out right now. I think Bournemouth are going to be one of those teams all year that will just, they're going to win a lot of, 2-1, a lot of 2-2 draws. I'm going to look over as well. I'm just going to go with the straight over 2.5, 1.8.
Okay. All right. Both teams to score, I found, at 1.7. 6 of their last 7 meetings have gone under 2.5. Maybe this is a 1-1 draw. Obviously, you guys are liking the overs in this one. But, yeah, both teams score for me at 1.7. Next, we've got graphics for this one as well. Chelsea versus Cardiff. Chelsea 1.17, draw 7.5. Cardiff 20 there. Those odds with 10. But again, those awesome graphics are up. Chelsea's second in the league right now behind Liverpool. Massive favourite to beat newcomer Cardiff, and rightly so. Cardiff obviously struggling to find goals. Now, they last met in 2014. And now the last time that Cardiff beat Chelsea was in 1962. There you go. So I don't think Cardiff can score in this one. I have 2 bets for this match. Chelsea to win to 0, 1.83, and Chelsea minus 1.5 at 1.6. Is it going to be tough for Cardiff headed to Stamford Bridge, Flash?
Yes, it'll be tough. This is the first real big test for Cardiff in my eyes.
Yeah.
But they've got a capability of scoring from set pieces because they've got good height. They've got nothing to lose. No one's given them a prayer. I thought Would I play Chelsea to win to nil? Would I do Chelsea -1? And I've just got to pass it. I've just
Really?
got to pass it because, yeah, I can't go over 2.5 because Chelsea might win 2-0. I cannot have any confidence that I will make the right selection here.
All right. So there we go, another pass there, but it's better than forcing a play. Big man, Chelsea obviously have conceded just 3 goals this season, well, in 4 matches. Cardiff obviously have scored just 2, conceded 5. That's one of the bases that I'm doubtful whether they can score. What do you like here?
By the way, 1962. That's when Flash played in the Premier League, wasn't it? I'm trying to remember.
No, that's when I retired.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I know I remember those times as well, Flash. Chelsea, I'm going to go win to nil here. Listen, Cardiff is what they are. They're a bad side. I don't think they're going to go into London and start scoring goals in a team that's only given up 3, as you said, Natalie. I still think we can get a pretty good price here on Chelsea win to nil.
Yeah.
1.72. I'm in.
Yeah, 1.83. Big man, shop around for those odds. 1.83. Barca man here bringing up a fact. Chelsea have been drawing at half-time and winning at full-time in their last 3 matches. Chelsea have scored at least 2 goals in their last 4 matches. He's doing Chelsea team total over 2.5 goals at 1.85. All right. So Chelsea wins to nil, 1.83. Chelsea minus 1.5, 1.6. Huddersfield versus Crystal Palace. Another one I'm on the fence on this one. Crystal Palace 2.45, draw 3.2, Huddersfield 3.25, odds 10 bet. Crystal Palace 15th, Huddersfield 17th. It's almost like a relegation battle match in such early stage of the season here. Yeah, it's a tough one. They've yet to obviously score their first win, have Huddersfield. They've got the home advantage. The odds are close. I'm thinking under 2.5 goals. I'm thinking draw. It's official pass for me. Big man, what do you like?
I like Crystal Palace to win at 2.4. Huddersfield's conceded 10 goals. They're really struggling defensively. Wilfred Zaha is back, and when he's back, Crystal Palace are a different side. He didn't play against Southampton. That's one of the reasons they lost that game. I'm willing to get back on board with Palace here. I'll take them 2.4.
All right. Flash, over to you.
As you know, I've tipped Huddersfield to go down, and I think that Palace will be up there at the end. But in the last 2 weeks, they've missed 95%. In fact, they've not scored in the 2 games, and they've missed the target in 95% of the chances they've had. Benteke, I mean, if he played for any other team, he'd be dropped, surely to God. I mean, it's just scary that he keeps getting a game. They miss Zaha. They're becoming one-dimensional. I'd lean towards Crystal Palace, but again, it's another pass from me.
All right. Bazillionaire says Palace is the best bet of the weekend. And then Barca man bringing back both halves under 1.5 goals at 2.05. Interesting stuff with a little preview there as to why. Very nice indeed. Official pass for me as well. Under 2.5 goals, possibly 1.66, but lean for me. All right. This we've got a graphic for as well. Man City versus Fulham. Man City 1.11, draw 10. Fulham 25, odds with 10 bets. Do use the special SBR promo code SBR10bet or SBR10bet UK when logging in for the first time. It gives you a special promotion exclusive for Team Bankroll. I think this is a match where Man City flex their dominating scoring machine muscles. I think it's going to be a goal fest from the Man City side, and there's a bunch of bets that I really like here. Big man, what do you like?
Yeah, I'm real worried about Fulham in this one. Fulham have had trouble keeping goals out in this league. They've given up 2 or more in every game this year. I mean, you're giving up goals to Burnley and other teams like that. What's Man City going to do here at home? The problem is, I mean, there's just not a ton of value on this game. I mean, I'm not running to like 2.5 goals. Other than really one game, I don't think we've really seen City kind of flex themselves just yet. And you're right, Natalie. This could be a spot where they do it. I think the only one I considered here was Man City and over 3.5, but at 1.75, that's not a great play for me. I'm going to pass on this one as well. I'll let you have at this one. You seem to be buying in on it.
Well, let me run through some of my bets just in case you missed them. I've got Man City to win both halves, 1.95. Man City to win to nil, 1.91, although it might be risky, that one. Man City minus 2.5 at 1.97. And Man City half-time, full-time at 1.5 for an acca. Any of those take your fancy?
No.
I mean, I think they're all decent bets, but I mean, I'm not. There's too many games on the card, and this one I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they win 3-0, and then that'd be kind of where I'd.
That's what I was thinking. But Flash, what do you think this match?
No, it's a pass. No, it's a pass. But just because a lot of their players, they've been away international duty, and when international duty for these boys, it's all over the world. So again, I'll get on the Man City train regardless of who they're playing next week.
All right. Yeah, Natalie is piling in on City this weekend. Let's have a look. And then Wally George says, damn late to the show. They say better late than never, but you can watch it on replay as well. But welcome. Let's have a look what other people. Both halves over 1.5 goals there. Barca man. Yeah, a lot of Big Dick Donny's Man City pass, no value. Some are talking as well about anytime goal scorers. I think I'm going to do, it's difficult to choose. Man City to win both halves or Man City minus 2.5. Man City to win both halves, I think. 1.9.
Hey, Natalie?
Yes.
You know, I think I had a feeling I cracked the code here. I think I know who Small Man on Cactus is.
Who?
Bill Buttlicker.
How?
Because he's the only one that talks about Flash in that light.
So why is Bill Buttlicker not Bill Buttlicker?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the point of this is, but I have a feeling.
Flash looks fantastic. And fantastic. Last of the summer wine and sunshine.
That's definitely Buttlicker. Yeah. He's the only one that talks about that.
Busted, Bill Buttlicker. Yes, there we go. All right, this comes to an interesting match as well here. I like Man City minus 2.5 as well, 1.95. Newcastle versus Arsenal. Arsenal 1.95, draw 3.65, and Newcastle 4.2. On paper, this should be an Arsenal win. They're ninth, 2 wins, 2 draws. Newcastle obviously down in 18th, desperate for points at this time. 1 win and 3 losses. Arsenal on the road, though, I think it is that sort of like dangling carrot. Flash, are you playing Arsenal?
No, I'm not. And the thing is, only because of what attitude will Newcastle bring to the table. I think this game's all about Newcastle. If Newcastle come and have a go and think, well, you're no Man City, you're no Liverpool, so when we fancy we can get something out of the game, that might just play into Arsenal's hands. I think. Listen, I'm gonna actually pass this, but my lean would probably be both teams to score and over 2.5. But you asked me who's going to win 2-1 or 3-1 or 3. I couldn't tell you because Arsenal couldn't keep Cardiff out.
Yeah,
I think Newcastle are a lot stronger than Cardiff.
Yeah, and also as well, not to mention that Newcastle have been up to some tough opponents from the start of the season. So you've obviously City, Chelsea, and Spurs. They did draw though to Cardiff, didn't they? 0-0. Surprising. Both teams to score though. I'm going to go for. I think Newcastle. Obviously, they've had some tough opponents, and I think at home, I agree with what you say there, Flash. 1.7, both teams to score. Big man, what do you like?
Yeah, I like over 2.5 in this game, to be honest. I mean, like Flash said, I mean, Arsenal couldn't keep Cardiff out. I mean, what makes you think they're going to go on the road, a place that they were dreadful at last year, and win or keep goals out, frankly? I think it's a 2-1, 2-2 type of game. Newcastle, generally a good side at home. They've seemed to give some good teams runs for their money this year. I don't trust Arsenal's defense whatsoever. It's a shame because I thought they had a little bit of something this year. But I'm going to go Newcastle and Arsenal over 2.5. Arsenal may win, but I don't think they're not going to keep a clean sheet or anything. I'll go 2-1. Give me over 2.5 at 1.8.
Yeah. Very interesting.
What price are Newcastle?
4.2.
Yeah, I think that's too big. I'm actually going to have a play in this game because I just think that I'm just going through the teams they've had, and they've not been massively like outplayed. And I think they're flaky, Arsenal. I really do. I think that we could maybe have a little bit of a Brighton Man United scenario going on. So I'm going to make that an official play. I'm actually going to go for Newcastle to beat Arsenal.
Wow, there we go. All right.
Price is too big.
Yeah, no, I know. There's another one as well, actually, and we're just getting onto that match. Watford versus Manchester United. Watford at home, 4.2. Man United, 1.95, and draw 3.55. I just think, Manchester United are just letting down the betting public. Certainly with away defeats there, I definitely wouldn't take Manchester United at that price of 1.95. Watford is, again, it's the same thing. I think, Watford are actually doing pretty well at the moment. They've been on a roll. They've won all their last 4 matches, including to Spurs 2-1. You can't ignore that price. I'm not playing it, but I like it. Big man, 4.2.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. Sorry. I didn't buy it with Burnley against United. I'm not buying it here either. The general consensus is United's down, but they've had some time to, at least their coach has had some time to figure things out, I would think. I'm not buying into Watford. I still think they're a team that will struggle this year. I know they've had a nice little flying start here, but you look at who they've beaten. I mean, they beat Brighton, Burnley, Watford. They beat Tottenham, which is impressive, I guess, but that was at home. I don't think anyone's going to really want United here, but I will. I think it's still a good price. They're a better side than Watford. I'll take 1.9 and run with it.
Yeah, on paper, they are a better side. I have to say, though, Prognosticus Deportivo, Watford to win. Barca Man, Watford, both teams to score on the over 2.5 goals. Stephen, though, says, no, I think Watford's run ends here. Brazilianaire says, lots of momentum on Watford. Very interesting indeed. What are you on, Flash?
No, I'm going to leave the game, but my lean was Man United to win to 0. I think that they'll smother them like a boa constrictor. I'm not having Watford, and yet they've killed me. I think 3 out of the 4 weeks so far against Crystal Palace. They should have been 4-0 down in the first 25 minutes, and they came back and they won the game. At Tottenham, they had a 15-minute period where they scored from 2 set pieces where Tottenham switched off. Then Belle's legs were gone and he didn't pick up. So for me, I think Tottenham shot themselves in the foot. So did Crystal Palace. And Watford are 6 points better off for it. And I'm 2 units down because of it as well. So no, my lean is definitely Man United to win to 0.
All right, well, I don't like to go against you, Flash, but my tip is both teams to score at 1.85. I also did, it was actually a test for a Periscope. I've learned how to split screen it, and it was quite difficult, so I was quite proud of myself. And so the video is up on my Twitter, so like an exclusive video for Twitter, at Natalie Rydstrom. And I just had Alex come on, and it was one of his best bets there, both teams to score at 1.85. So I'm going to go for that one, both teams to score. Wolves versus Burnley now, Sunday match. Wolves 1.8, draw 3.6, and Burnley 5.25. Burnley obviously a big disappointment for us this season. Were great last season in terms of betting. I think considering recent forms of both teams, considering home advantage, I'm looking at the Wolves win, to be honest with you. Not really much more than that, but yeah, Wolves 1.8. Flash, you like the Wolves win?
Wolves. Yeah, I do. I really like it. That was one of the first ones, yeah. The Wolverhampton Wanderers win. Too sharp, too quick, too much flair, big pitch. Wolves. Give me Wolves every day of the week.
Yeah, interesting. I know as well, so the new guy that we've got coming on in an hour and a half, The Mill, this is one of the matches that he wants to talk about as well. He's a Premier League betting specialist, so that's mainly what he bets on. I think so do tune in for that as well and see what he's going for. Big man.
Who says he's a specialist though?
It's very good. He's got a good record. But listen, everything is on paper at what we do here. So we will put him to the test.
We're negative, and she's out here looking for new people.
Yeah.
Time's numbered, guys. No, not at all. Not at all. Listen,
I'll be gone before you.
You're talking to me all season long, whether you like it or not. We're in here till the end. And Flash, you were negative right up until the end, and then you had some cracking winners, and then. So listen, we're in it for the long run, boys. So let's knuckle down. Wolves versus Burnley. You're liking Wolves, Flash. Big man, what are you going for?
I'm going with Burnley at 5. Listen, I'm going to tell you why. Okay, hear me out. First of all, Europa League's over, and it came at a good time. It ended right at the right time. You could get your wits back, Burnley. None of these guys played in the in the international stuff. You get yourself able to get rehydrated, relaxed a little bit, you get back at it. I think the season begins now for Burnley. You look over the next couple of weeks, they have very winnable fixtures coming up. You have this one, you got Bournemouth, you got Cardiff, you got Huddersfield. You got some real winnable games coming up here. I think the Burnley we've seen is not the real Burnley. I don't. I think they were just dogged tired. They had match after match every week. I mean, that one game where they gave 4 goals up, they had to go to Greece, then they had to come back and play
True.
Fulham, and and then there was a lot going on, and I feel like with them, I think they're better than what we've seen. And I'm looking at buying them in this spot. This Wolverhampton Wanderers team, I like. I've made it clear. I thought coming into season they were a bet on side, but this problem, they seem like they're a bit unlucky. I've seen them hit a lot of the wood, the crossbar. I think Burnley get back at it. They've been off for a couple weeks now. Get back at it. Get a win here. I like the value on Burnley. Give me the Clarets here at 5.
All right. Yeah, interesting. No, you make a very good point, though. Obviously, I don't think as well with their Europa League commitments as well. I think they have been stretched. You make a very good point indeed. I'm going to stick with Wolves. Somebody said here as well something like, you can't get rid of those two. And yeah, you can't get rid of these two. Absolutely not. These guys are going nowhere. We're in it till the end, us three. All right. Everton versus West Ham now. Everton 2, draw 3.55, and West Ham 4. West Ham dire this new season. I think they were 13th last season. They are now at the bottom of the table. And personally, I don't think that anything is going to change after this match. Everton, obviously, at home. I think four straight losses, just scored 2. Yeah. All right. So home win for me, to be honest with you. Flash, you often take an Everton win, don't you?
Yeah, nothing's changing this week. How can you not? I think probably West Ham have been the worst team in the league. Listen, we won't add Cardiff into that, but I can't believe that when I looked at this, Everton were 2.1. I thought it was a misprint, and not often do you get a gift, and I just think this is a gift at 2.1.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the only thing is, and this was I'm sort of like compiling my my bets for my parlays in a bit, but even an Everton draw no bet. They're the masters of drawing right now, 3 out of 4, and I'm wondering if the odds makers are sort of taking that into consideration. But Everton draw no bet there if you wanted to bump up your ACCA 1.5. Big man.
Richarlison scored 2 for Brazil last night. Now.
Yeah, true.
He's still out though.
Is he still suspended?
Yeah.
Okay.
But either way, either way, I mean, not the same old problems for West Ham. They can't keep goals out. Last year was a problem. This year it's a problem. Now the problem is this year they can't put any in. They've only scored 2 goals in 4 games. It's a big problem. Now you got to go travel up to Goodison Park. I agree with the comment there. I don't know who it was here, where I feel like whenever West Ham's at home or Everton's at home, I'm going to be on them. This is a great price, 2.1. I'm interested as well.
Yeah. I know. Scored just 2 and now conceded. I think there's 2 teams that have conceded 10. West Ham being one of them, and 7 of those have been away. So obviously West Ham away. Barsaman was going for Everton team total over 1.5 goals. I like that one as well. All right, brings us over to, they're all negative vibes coming from West Ham. Yeah, a lot of people as well. Everton win. Some they're saying this is the nap. They are loving the Everton win. Monday's Premier League fixture here. Southampton versus Brighton. Saints 2.05, draw 3.3, and Brighton 3.9. Those odds with 10 bet. Obviously, neither faring too well. To be honest with you, this is a pass for me. It's 2 poor teams. I'm wondering whether it's a draw. So I don't know. This is one that's not on my cards this weekend. Flash, is this a pass or a play?
No, it's a play. I can't believe that Southampton are odds against.
Really?
2.1. Yeah, 2.1 again. I mean, these two matched up a couple of weeks ago. And Southampton went to their place and won with a really young team. I think that Southampton, obviously on the back of a 2-0 win away at Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
I thought they'd be like 1.8. So 2.1 live on the telly as well. They won't want to be embarrassed. I think they win.
Live on the telly. Live on the telly. Mum's watching. Oh, better get a win there, says Southampton.
That's what it's like, though. That's what it's like.
Yeah, no, I know.
That's what it's like. When you see some of these teams, they leave their form at the front door when it's on the telly.
Yeah, interesting. I was also thinking both have scored 3 in their last 4 matches. Both teams to score a possible play here as well. But it seems Darj R says, Flash, I'm with you on the Monday game. Home win. Big man.
You got to love Southampton. They win a game against a team without their best player, and now all of a sudden we're going to back them at even money. Here's the problem, though. They don't win at home. Flash, come on, you know that. They don't win at home.
So are you on them
Yeah,
or
I'm
not?
good.
Are you on
Come
them?
on, Flash.
But no, I'm not on them, and I'm going to tell you another reason why. Fucking Danny Ings is the savior? Get the hell out of here, Southampton. Beat
He's
it.
a good player.
He
scores 15 goals this year.
Oh, yeah. Great
He scores
player,
more than
Flash.
Benteke.
Sits on a bench his whole career at Liverpool. Bum. He's a bum. He's a championship player.
That's
Send him
unfair.
down.
He had a cruciate injury. That's unfair.
I'm going with Brighton.
He's a savior.
They're the better.
Going with Brighton. Wow.
That's a spiteful pick.
No, it's not a spiteful pick. Southampton don't win at home, Flash. Southampton are dreadful. And I'm not buying into a team that won 1 game because the other team's best player didn't play. Southampton are fugazi.
Can you remember what last time that Brighton won away?
No,
Brighton,
but I definitely remember when they. But I remember when they won last. Listen, Flash. Here in the United States, this is called a fugazi. You know what a fugazi is? Fugazi is a fraud.
No,
That's what they are. The fugazi.
Right.
Give me the give me the road team. Give me the South Coast Brighton. They'll win the South Coast War here. They got this.
Well, Small Man on Cactus says, that's my man right there, big man. So he's probably like... And it is Bill Butlicker. It is Bill Butlicker. You were right. Well, yeah, I think so. He admitted. Yeah. Brian Seymour says Brighton's price is juicy. I think there's a few ones. You got the Watford, you got the Brighton, you got Newcastle. They're all looking pretty tempting, to be honest with you. But all right, there we go. Big man taking the plunge. Me, it's another pass. For me, I just can't. I just can't decide, and my record is low enough as it is. I don't want to go and force a play if I don't have one. So, which brings us down. So this time, don't forget, because it's easy for me to add them all to the bet record, to go through all your plays and then give a nap and a 2-team parlay. The nap, guys, for our record, we give 2 units. The rest we give 1 unit. Start us off, big man.
Okay, I'm going with over 2.5. Bournemouth Leicester at 1.8. I'm going with Chelsea win to 0 at 1.83. I'm going Palace to win at 2.4. I'm going with Arsenal and Newcastle over 2.5 at 1.8. I'm going with Man United to win against Watford 1.95. Burnley to win at 5. Everton West Ham. I'm going with Everton at 2, and I'm going with Brighton to win at 4. And my banker is Everton to win at 2.1.
Yes.
And my 2-team parlay is Palace to win and over 2.5, Bournemouth Leicester.
Leicester. And Flash, over to you. What have you got for us for this week?
I'm going Bournemouth Leicester, both teams to score and over 2.5.
Yeah.
I'm going Newcastle to win. I'm going Wolves. I'm going Everton. And I'm going Southampton. And my nap is Southampton. And my parlay is Wolves and Everton.
God, Flash, you're a complete nut.
That's nice, big man. Yeah, says it how it is, does big man. Yeah, nothing holding back. All right.
Oh, come on, a nap on Southampton? Come on, Natalie. That's a nut move right there.
Well, the thing is, I've just gone for it because it's on Monday night. It's on the television. It's a double reason to cheer them on. And I thought there'd be 1.8. So when I saw 2.1, I thought I've got to be with the Saints.
Flash, you'll be at the game, right? I heard you're mascotting the game. Is that true?
Yeah, mascot. Yeah, I'm gonna put my little shorts on and run out on the pitch. No. After this, I'm going straight to Newmarket for to be at the stables.
Oh, nice.
Flash. All right.
Well, Prognosticus Deportivo says West Ham will win. Remember that. Well, it's on camera, so there we go. But I'm agreeing. Well, I'll say mine up at the end. I'm going for Bournemouth, Leicester, both teams to score 1.7. Cardiff versus Chelsea. I like Cardiff to win to 0, 1.83, and Chelsea minus 1.5 at 1.6. Manchester City versus Fulham. Man City to win both halves at 1.95, and Man City minus 2.5 at 1.97. Newcastle versus Arsenal, I like both teams to score 1.7. Watford versus Manchester United, both teams to score at 1.85. Wolves to win against Burnley, 1.8. Everton to win against West Ham, price 2. And yeah, and then I'm passing on the Monday night one. Everton as my nap, and then as my ACCA, I am doing, what was I doing? I'm going to do Chelsea minus 1.5 at 1.6. And then I'm doing Man City half-time, full-time at 1.5 as part of my ACCA. There we go, guys. That wraps up the Premier League Punters show. Straight after this, in 20 minutes, they've got the football show, so tune into that. And then in 1 hour, 20 minutes, I've got doing a test run with The Mill and Alex, just talking and seeing what his best plays are. See if you guys like him, if he joins the team at some point. Yeah. Check him out, really. All right, guys, big thank you to Flash and to Big Man, and thank you to everybody watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Cheers, Nat. Cheers, Big Man.
Cheers.